What's up, y'all? It's Jeffrey back here at Flippin' Profit, and in this video we're going to go over a how to sell on eBay complete guide for these men's Wrangler jeans. So if you're new to reselling on eBay, pre-owned clothing is one of the easiest categories to get into, mainly because you can find pre-owned clothing everywhere and it doesn't take much effort to list it and ship it. So I'm going to be breaking down how I found these jeans, how much I paid for them, how I listed these jeans on eBay, and then how much they sold for and how much it costs to ship. That way at the end of the day we know exactly how much profit we're making on this item. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So I picked up these jeans from my local thrift store for $3.45. I typically pay anywhere from $3 to $6 on a pair of jeans, upwards to $8 to $10 based on how much value the brand name holds. And once again, this is typical for my area. Some of you where you live, the prices may be a little bit higher or they might be cheaper. And once I decided that these jeans are in great enough condition to resell on eBay, then I looked at the tag and found exactly what model these were. Wrangler jeans usually have their tag behind the zipper. These are 936 GBK. Now before you go to eBay, I suggest going to Google and just typing in Wrangler 936 GBK. That way you'll see what style jeans these are. These are the cowboy cut slim fit jeans for men. Now you could go ahead and search on eBay for Wrangler 936 GBK jeans and you'll most likely find some, but I like to go ahead and go to Google. That way I know exactly what style jeans that I have in front of me, and so I can go ahead and use those keywords in the eBay search as well. So now that we've figured out exactly what style jeans we have, we're going to go to eBay and put this into the search bar, and when the search results come up, the first thing we're going to do is filter this search by completed items. And after doing a little bit of research, I came to the conclusion that I could expect about $25 to $28 for this pair of jeans. That's with free shipping. I like to add free shipping with my clothing items. Some people do plus shipping, and in this case, if you are planning on doing plus shipping, I would shoot for around $20 plus $6 to $7 shipping. And we'll get into that shipping charge a little bit later in the video. And so once I got them home, I made sure there were no more thrift store tags or anything left on it. Made sure they don't have any dust or hair on it. Get them nice and clean, ready for photos, and ready to create my eBay listing. So now we're looking at the eBay listing page, and everything is already pre-filled because I have already created this listing. So I'm just going to go over really quick and show you exactly everything that I punched in. So in this case, I put Wrangler jeans, men's size 36 by 32 cowboy cut slim fit jeans, and then I also put that model number at the end, which is 936 GBK. The next thing we're going to fill in is this custom label. Now everyone's got their own way of doing inventory, but for me personally, I like to fold up my clothing, put it in gallon-sized freezer bags. This helps with any humidity problems. And then I'm going to take a wooden clothespin that I've already pre-labeled. This is going to be A2110, and I'm going to clip this to the top of that freezer bag. And then I'm going to go down to my inventory where I have plastic bins. These plastic bins are labeled A1, A2, A3, all the way up to A30. And if you look back at the clothespin, you'll see it says A21-10. A21 is the tub number, and then the 10 is where it's placed inside that tub. So I only put 20 items total inside my tubs, and so for this item I can go ahead and put this clothespin on it, and I will take it to the tub A21 and I will put it in the number 10 slot. So I hope I explained that well. This is the easiest way for me to keep up with my clothing, as well as you can reuse these pins. Next up is the category. eBay has already pre-selected the clothing, men's clothing and jeans category, so that's correct. After that is store categories. This is only for if you have an eBay subscription, so in my case I do, and I've already created a store category for men's jeans. The UPC does not apply. The condition is pre-owned, and I went ahead and added in the condition description, good pre-owned condition. These pants have been dry cleaned only. See photos for true measurements. If I do ever come across jeans that I can tell have been starched or dry cleaned only, I've started to add that in my listing because I can see that it actually gets me a better conversion rate. I actually get more money for my items and they actually sell faster. So if you have any jeans that you come across that you can tell have been starched or dry cleaned only, go ahead and add that in your listing, and hopefully it'll sell faster. So moving on to the photos, pretty basic. Try and take a nice display photo, and then I do an overall look at the jeans front and back plus the tags. as well as using my yardstick and showing exactly what the true measurements are. Next up are the item specifics, which most of these already get pre-filled once you enter in the title. But just to go over really quick, the brand is Wrangler, size type regular, size 36. This would be the waist size right here. Inseam is 32, the color is blue, and these are all required specifics right here. You must fill these in or eBay won't let you list your item. And then underneath here are more recommended item specifics, and the more item specifics you can put on your listing, the better that listing's going to do in the search results. It just makes it a whole lot easier for eBay's algorithm to match your item with what a buyer is searching for. So the material is going to be cotton, department is men, closure, it's a zip closure, waist size, I could have went ahead and added in 36, but it looks like I left it blank, as well as fabric type, style, and vintage, I left those blank also. These additional specifics are normally already pre-filled from the title again, but just to go over it, the fit, this is slim fit jeans. The theme is cowboy. I wouldn't necessarily call it cowboy theme. They're cowboy cut jeans, but I went ahead and left that in there because, I mean, you could call them cowboy themed. And the model here is Wrangler 936. Moving on to the item description. If you've seen any of my how to sell on eBay complete guides, you know I kind of use generic type descriptions for all my items. If you look at any of my other jeans for sale, you'll probably see this exact same description because it's pretty generic. It kind of covers all the bases for you. So in this case, I put the pants are in good pre-owned condition. These pants have been dry cleaned only. They show some signs of wear. See photos. And the true measurements may be different from the tag. See photos for true measurements. Please look at all pictures and ask any questions. Thanks for looking. So once again, this is just to cover your butt. I like to put in there that they show some signs of wear, see photos. That way somebody can't come back and, you know, they find one little thing wrong with the item once it shows up and they say, hey, you didn't put this in your description or something. I go ahead and just say kind of point blank, they show some signs of wear, so see the photos. That's kind of letting them know you need to look over these photos very well for yourself, and if you see any imperfections, I go ahead and say at the bottom too, please look at all pictures and ask any questions. Making sure that they can't come back later and make some, you know, bogus claim and try to get the pants for free or something like that. Another thing that I do with jeans a lot as well is put in the description that the true measurements may be different from the tag. See photos for true measurements. And as I showed you in the photos, I add those photos with the yardstick to show the true measurements. And in this case, the actual true measurements are the same as the tag size. But a lot of times, you know, with pre-owned clothing, some jeans will shrink or they get bigger. If these pants were a little bit, let's say shrunken, let's say the actual size was 35 by 1, then in the title, I would have added, after it says size, I would have put tag 36 by 32, and then I would have put true 35 by 31. That way the buyer knows these pants have shrunken a little bit. The actual true size is 35 by 31. Also, if they are a true 35 by 31, I put that size as the item specifics. Even though the tag size says 36 by 32, I make sure in the title it says somewhere true size 35 by 31, as well as in the item specifics, I put 35 by 31. And the reason is because if someone's searching for jeans that are 35 by 31, but your item specifics say 36, 32, then it's not going to show up in the search results. So even if the tag size and the true size is a little bit different, make sure you're using the true size to put in your item specifics, and make sure you're making note that the true measurements may be a little bit different than the tag. Once again, that's a little bit of a complicated thing when it comes to jeans or pants. I hope I explained that well enough, and everybody's got their own way of doing things, so there might be an easier way of doing this, but at the end of the day, if there are any changes from the actual size, or I mean the tag size versus the true size, just make sure you put a note of it somewhere in the listing so that the buyer knows that and they know exactly what they're buying. So moving on to the selling details, the format is going to be fixed price as opposed to an auction. I'm not going to run an auction on these jeans. I'm just going to set it at a fixed price. And the price that I set this at is $27.77. The quantity is 1. Sales tax once again, I do live in Louisiana, so anyone who lives in Louisiana and purchases from my store, they're also going to have to pay another 4.45% sales tax. So moving on to the shipping details, eBay has a new thing where they have these different policies. You have your payment policy, shipping policy, return policy. The payment policy is just your PayPal info to make sure that the payment goes to your actual PayPal account. The shipping policy, in this case, we're going to be using a flat rate envelope to ship these jeans once they sell. So I've got it set up for flat rate envelope, which is USPS priority mail, and it's free for the buyer. And I have it on 1 business handling day, which means after someone buys it, there's only going to be 24 hours that I have to ship that item out. And return policies, I do accept returns up to 30 days, but the buyer pays the shipping. That's only if the item doesn't arrive damaged or not as described. A buyer can always claim that, and the seller is required to pay that return shipping. But let's say if they buy these jeans and they just change their mind or they don't fit, the buyer is going to have to pay that return shipping fee. And so that's basically about it. This Sell It Faster was my promoted listings campaign that I had it in. That's only if you do have a eBay subscription. So that's it. We're going to hit list item and wait for it to sell. So it only took a few days for me to get some offers and some hits on these jeans. And at the end of the day, I ended up taking a best offer of $25 with free shipping, which was around what I was shooting for. Once again, we were going for 25 to 28 bucks. So somebody came in, they were interested in the item. They sent me an offer of $20. I counter offered with $25 and they went ahead and took it. And after the item is sold, we know exactly where to go. We have that custom label. It says A2110. And so what I'm going to be using to ship this item is the flat rate envelope, which for me costs $6.94. That goes back to what I said in the beginning, that if you're looking to make this listing with a plus shipping, I would make the shipping from about $6 to $7, because that's how much a flat rate envelope is going to cost you to ship that item. And this to me is the cheapest option you have to ship jeans. Jeans weigh more than a pound, and anything over 16 ounces can no longer be shipped first class, which first class is your best shipping option for clothing items, because like I said, if they weigh less than a pound, then you can ship it first class, and those are going to be your best shipping rates. But anything over a pound, like pants or jeans, the best option, I think, are flat rate envelopes. So I'm going to take these jeans, fold them nicely, and get them packed into this flat rate envelope. This thing is packaged up nice, ready to go, and now all we have to do is drop it off at the post office. So now to look at how much profit we made, let's go over the numbers again. We paid $3.45 for the item. We sold it for $25 with free shipping. The shipping cost me $6.94. And so after you take out the PayPal fee and the eBay fee, which is on average about 15%, we're left with a total profit of $10.86. Not bad for a less than $4 investment. $3.45 and turn it into $10.86. Pretty good margins. And so if you wanted to scale this business, let's just say you could go out and find 100 pair of these jeans a month. You'd be making almost $1,000 a month just from selling pre-owned jeans, which honestly isn't really that hard to fathom. If you're new to reselling, you might not think that it's that easy to go out and find 100 pairs of jeans a month. Find yourself a few good local thrift stores and make sure you hit them up consistently, and I promise you, you can make this happen. So hit that like button if you enjoyed this video today. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you're new to my channel and you want more tips on how to sell on eBay, then check out some of my playlists. I've got other how to sell on eBay complete guide videos just like this one, as well as trip to the thrift videos, what sells on eBay, so definitely check those out. Thanks to each and every one of you for watching my videos, and until I see y'all next time, keep flipping.